Well, here we go, folks. This is another offering from HobbyKing, which they've asked me to have a look at. And actually, I'm very intrigued. I love the idea of that pop-up power pod. So let's get it unboxed and see what's inside. Well, folks, how about this for perfect timing? Today, this model has been launched by HobbyKing. And a few days ago I was asked to have a look at it and review it, and I was really rather intrigued when I saw it, so I said yes. And the parcel has just arrived today, so without further ado, let's have a look. Can't complain at the outer appearance of the packaging. I missed it actually. I was only on holiday for a few days and it was re-delivered, hence the arrival today. So let's see if we can get in. Now that could be upside down. Let's see. Yep, it is. And there we have, whoops, let's get this out of the way. That's the model we're looking at. It's the Cherokee version 2. I believe that this model was originally produced by HobbyKing about 10 years or so ago, but it didn't have a prop drive on the top, it had an ADF. It was the prop drive that actually made me rather intrigued to see what it was going to be like. So here we go. Let's see, how do I open this? Put down the knife. Let's see where I've put it. Now I'm not sure if this is how you would get this model or if this is the packaging simply for me to review it. There we go, let's fold that. Oh, but before I do that, let's look at some of the details on the front. Wingspan of 1.7 metres, which it's no titch at that sort of size, but it only weighs 900, no, sorry, that's the length, 920 mils. Weight with battery is 900 grams, so it's not really very heavily loaded. Recommended is a 2200 short battery. I haven't got one of them, so we'll have to make do with a normal battery. We'll see how that goes. And it runs on a 30 amp brushless motor, outrunner. Let's have a look then. Well, the first thing I can see here is they're using the natural colour of the foam. It's not painted, so that's going to keep the weight down, which is perfectly acceptable for a white glider. And that looks rather nice. Apparently, this was a self-kit built glider back in the day, the full size one. There we go. Nice taper on the wing. And the insignia on the underside is going to make it stand out nicely when it's flying. That's nice to see. And there's the second wing. I'll simply leave that in the packaging for now. Oh, something I have noticed there, the underside has a plastic protection over the servo. And here's the all-important information with the CG and the throw positions. CG between 60 and 65 mil back from the leading edge. That's all you really need to know. And the throws, their suggestions. I know that you may have your own preferences. I like to go 100% plus on the maximum throw, just initially for takeoffs and landings. It's just the way I've got used to flying models. But they're a good starting point, and obviously there's a QR code to download the manual, but I don't think it's going to be taxing too much putting this together. And here we have the fuselage. Oh, before I go any further, let's get this out. Here's the rudder, and it appears to be a screw assembly, so you could pack this away if you wish to do so. It doesn't appear to be anything that needs to be glued. There we go. It's a foam hinge, which is fine. It's not exactly a heavy model. That looks good. And the fuselage itself, let's take this out. There we go. This looks rather fetching, doesn't it? So the first thing that I'm struck with is that's a plastic underside, the plastic nose, because you will tend to hit this sometimes and not always have a perfect landing on the wheel. There's that intriguing mechanism, and it naturally wants to pull back down. So obviously the lift generated by the blades will put it into the power position, and then it'll drop back down. That's rather neat. Tubes here for bracing. Let's have a look. There we have the access hatch, the ASC. There we go. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I'll tell you what I'm looking for, which I can't find. I'm assuming there'll be some braces. Oh, they're in the wing. They're in the wing. I thought there was a separate pod that would go through. Of course, I've not looked at the instructions. Typical bloke here. And there's a Velcro strap to take a battery in there. I think a 2200 would just about fit there, actually. A full size, normal size one. But we'll see. And it's a latch and a magnet clip. Looks rather neat. I like the look of that. And in the box, oh, there is a brace. Silly me. So there is there's a dihedral in this. So obviously, yeah, there's a right and a wrong way to insert it. It's a very small dihedral. And there's the Y connector for the ailerons. And the whole model seems to go together with 3 screws. There's a little pin there. Not sure what that's for, but we'll find out. So there we go, folks. Very timely unboxing on the day that HobbyKing are launching this model, the Cherokee version 2. Stay tuned for a follow-up video when I put it together, and if this beautiful weather holds, I'll take it up to my new club and we'll give it a maiden and see what some of my new flying buddies think of it. Take care, folks. Bye now.